Imagine waking up one morning, feeling dizzy, confused, and hours later, you're in the ER, victim of a stroke, and it all started with a single fruit you ate the night before. Sounds dramatic? Well, today we're going to reveal how common fruits that look healthy, the same ones you might have in your pantry right now, could quietly increase your stroke risk overnight, especially if you're over 60. Every fruit on this list has science behind it, and some of the data is downright terrifying. So stay till the end, because the last fruit might shock you. It raised stroke risk by 42% in seniors, and most doctors still don't warn about it. And if you have a question about your own health or what's in your fruit bowl, drop in the comments. We read every single one, and we're here to help. Now let's dive in. First up at number 9, dried figs. They seem harmless, right? Tiny, sweet, and natural. But for seniors, dried figs are a hidden stroke trap. When figs are dried, all that water disappears, leaving behind a powerful bomb of sugar. Just 4 dried figs can slam your bloodstream with over 40 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. That sugar spike triggers insulin chaos and damages the delicate lining of blood vessels in the brain, especially dangerous if you already have high blood pressure or diabetes. And there's more. Figs are high in oxalates, which can quietly form crystals in your kidneys and bloodstream. If your kidneys aren't filtering well, which is common with age, these crystals inflame artery walls and raise plaque rupture risk. Plus, many dried figs are treated with sulfites, chemicals that interfere with nitric oxide, the molecule your body uses to keep blood vessels relaxed. Narrower arteries, higher blood pressure, and more clots. All from a fruit that looks so innocent on your shelf. Number 8, Starfruit, also known as carambola. It's exotic, pretty, and often found sliced on fancy plates. But for seniors, it's a neurological time bomb. Starfruit contains caramboxin, a neurotoxin that overstimulates neurons. Even if you've never been diagnosed with kidney disease, age-related kidney decline can let this toxin build up. And once it crosses into your brain, it can cause seizures, confusion, vomiting, or worse, coma. In some documented cases, even a small glass of starfruit juice caused fatal brain dysfunction in dialysis patients. And what does this have to do with stroke? When your brain is overwhelmed by neurotoxins, inflammation skyrockets, and tiny clots can form, arteries can spasm, and ischemic strokes can happen overnight. Even scarier, the reaction can be delayed. You might feel dizzy in the evening and by morning be in full crisis. For seniors on blood pressure meds or with kidney stress, starfruit can be poison in disguise. At number 7, bananas. Yes, one of the world's most recommended fruits for heart health. But if you're over 60 and taking blood pressure drugs, bananas can quietly push your stroke risk higher. The problem? Potassium overload. Medications like ACE inhibitors and potassium-sparing diuretics already raise your potassium. Add a couple of bananas, and your levels can spike, risking arrhythmias or bradycardia, a dangerously slow heart rate that can choke off oxygen to your brain, triggering what doctors call a hypoperfusion stroke. One study even found symptoms could appear within 12 hours: numbness, confusion, collapse. And if your kidneys aren't filtering perfectly, the danger triples. It's not just the banana itself, it's the timing, the meds, and the hidden buildup that almost no one talks about. Number 6, cherries. Juicy, sweet, full of antioxidants, What could go wrong? Well, cherries are loaded with fructose, which your body processes differently than glucose. This fructose surge inflames your liver and boosts uric acid levels, silently damaging the tiny vessels in your brain. A recent study found seniors with high uric acid faced a 32% higher risk of ischemic stroke. Plus, cherries are rich in salicylates, natural compounds that thin your blood. If you're also on aspirin, warfarin, or omega-3s, this can tip you toward a hemorrhagic stroke. Imagine eating cherries at night, taking your blood thinner, and waking up to a medical emergency. No warning, just a slow leak in a weakened artery. Number 5, grapefruit. It's in every weight loss plan, praised for its tangy bite. But for seniors, especially women over 60, it's one of the most dangerous fruits. Grapefruit blocks the liver enzyme CYP3A4, which helps process over 85 medications, from blood thinners to statins. Eat grapefruit, and suddenly your meds build up to toxic levels. Blood pressure can crash so low that the brain's oxygen supply drops, leading to dizziness, fainting, and stroke. The effect lasts up to 72 hours from just one grapefruit. Women are hit harder because age slows drug metabolism. So that healthy breakfast can secretly overload your bloodstream, all while you think you're doing something good. Number 4, oranges. The poster child for health. But the real danger isn't the whole fruit, it's the juice. One glass can pack the sugar of 4 or 5 oranges, flooding your bloodstream with fructose, spiking insulin, and inflaming the vessel lining that protects your brain. Studies link this sugar surge to a 32% higher stroke risk in older women. Oranges also contain tyramine, which can dangerously interact with certain antidepressants, raising blood pressure until a vessel bursts in the brain. The result? A hemorrhagic stroke that can strike within hours. So, what looks like a harmless glass of juice could be a real hidden danger. Number 3, apples. Crisp, sweet, and everywhere. But apples contain quercetin, which in older adults can actually help blood cells stick together, thickening the blood. A study showed quercetin boosted clot-forming enzymes, a clear path to ischemic stroke. Apples are also high in sugar alcohols like sorbitol, which may sound harmless but can redirect blood flow away from the brain. The real problem is quantity. Seniors snack on apples, drink apple juice, and eat dried apple chips, stacking up sugar and clot risk all day, especially if they eat the peel where quercetin is most concentrated. Number 2, pineapple. Fresh, tropical, and famous for aiding digestion. But it's loaded with bromelain, an enzyme that acts as a natural blood thinner. Seniors on aspirin or warfarin can see their clotting time stretch dangerously, making a tiny vessel rupture in the brain into a full-blown hemorrhagic stroke. Pineapple's acid can also irritate the vagus nerve, dropping blood pressure and starving the brain of oxygen. And the sugar content fuels inflammation, while canned pineapple adds even more sugar. Bromelain can build up in your blood over time, silently stacking the risk. Finally, number 1, mango. Sweet, creamy, and marketed as the king of fruits. But one large mango contains more sugar than a slice of cake. For seniors with even mild insulin resistance, this sugar floods the bloodstream, causing inflammation and damage to blood vessels. Studies show high fructose fruits like mango can increase stroke risk markers by 42% in seniors. Mangoes also contain tyramine, which can spike blood pressure if you're on certain antidepressants, potentially causing a vessel to burst. And because mango slows digestion, it can mess with how your medications are absorbed, leading to unpredictable blood levels and higher risk. Here's the truth. These aren't myths. These are real studies, real risks, and real people affected. As you age, your metabolism slows, medications stack up, and what once was harmless can quietly turn deadly. If you found this surprising, tell us in the comments. Which of these fruits shocked you most, and which will you reconsider tonight? Hit the like button if you learned something new, subscribe for more science-backed health alerts made just for seniors, and share this with someone you care about. Your brain deserves better fuel, and we're here to help you choose it. See you in the next video.